Hello, so happy you could join me on this beautiful day. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. What I got going on today is something different. I'm going to do a wolf. As you can see, I already started that. What I did was I used all ceramic paint and I drew an outline, colored it all in, painted it all with the different shades, the lighter. I started with the darker grays first. And you can always add to it and get all the different effects in there, all the different shading, just using ceramic paint. Once I did all that, shaded it all in like I wanted to, I covered this canvas at 16 by 20, a thin coat of liquid white. Then what I did was I tried something a little different. I took a circle. What I did was take that and twisted it on the liquid white. And it's got an outline here of where I want the moon to be. Sometimes that's easier to get a perfect circle. So it's already up there. I'm not sure if you can see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I might put that up there again and I'll show you what I used. The bottom of that. So I'm going to put this aside for right now, because what I'm going to do now is come in with the sky. I'm going to make it a darker sky because I want to have that moon and maybe some stars. Nighttime scene with maybe some mountains, evergreen trees. 2-inch brush. I'm going to load it up with some purple color. I'm going to take a different brush because the other one's got more white on it. And I want this sky to be dark. Load it right up on both sides. I mixed phthalo blue, alizarin crimson to get a dark color. Just like that. Start out in the corners. Just like that. I'm going to come into some black now. I'm going to darken it up some more. Some more blue and crimson. If you don't have crimson, you could always use like a bright red. That'll get you your purple. Your purple or your dark color that you're looking for in the sky at night. This is going to be a winter scene. So I'm going to add some more blue. Just like that. Get some more of that on here. Come right in and make it darker. Maybe add some blue right to it. Get a blue hue. All the way across, because it's going to be a dark wintry night. And white right where we want that moon to be. You want it to be the darkest. I'm going to take the blender brush now and blend in the sky coming from the liquid white that's already on here and kind of blending it right up. Circular motions. You can almost get a cloudy nighttime look and use different effects in the sky. Here and there and there and here. Maybe all the way down where we think we might have some mountains. can add some more color right in here, right back there, all the way down. Make it darker in the corners. Just like that. I'm going to put the moon somewhere in here so the reflection is going to be good. Put some evergreen trees in. Maybe darker. Darker in the corners. Darker in the corners. Kind of brings everything in the middle then. When you have it darker in the corners. Brings your eye. Brings your eye to the middle. All the way down. Like that. I'm going to go back into the piece here. We're going to make the moon. We're going to cut out the moon, I think would be good. Just kind of turn it in. Gives you your outline. Now we can come in with the palette knife, scrape off the paint that we have on there. Get that perfect circle. Just scraping the paint off. Now we'll come back in. We'll get some white and some yellow, I think, for the moon. Sometimes it's got that yellow hue to it. A lot of liquid white, cadmium yellow. Filling it in. Right around that edge. Some of the excess that you're pulling off of here from the sky color we put on. All the way down. Add some more white. Makes it easier to follow that line too. palette knife. Scraping this off. I'm going to come in this filbert brush. It's got a different effect when you're putting the paint on. Try this filbert brush with that paint. That took off a lot of it. Come back in with that. Now we'll haze it out. Pulling it out. All around the edges. Take that filbert brush again. Back that circle. It's easier to work with that. Okay, we got this blender brush. Cleaning it off somewhat. Come in and pull that out. Sometimes the moon is the hardest thing to do. Knocking the excess off. Pulling it out. Get that misty look. That misty look in the sky for the moon. Now we'll go back to this. Mark it off again. Go to some white filbert brush. All the way around. Kind of lift up. scraping it in there. Full moon. Just like that. Looks pretty good. I'm going to leave that alone. Come into some mountain colors. Said it was going to be a winter scene, so we got some purples going on, blues. Some cold scene. Little roll of paint on your palette knife. I'm going to come in and maybe put some mountains. Maybe there's one right here. There is now, it's your world. You can put as many or as few as you want in. Or as big or as small. Maybe it goes all the way. Maybe it goes just like that. Now we'll take too much brush. We'll pull down from that. Pull down from where we made the mountain. Get all the angles. Take off some of the paint too. Helps that snow-capped mountains to go on better. Maybe that one all the way over. Maybe these come all the way down. They do now. You want to mist it at the bottom. That hazy look. Now we'll go on to the palette knife. We'll grab some white. Grab some white for the snow-capped mountains. Gonna roll paint right across the edge. You know the moon's there, so a lot of this is going to be here. A thin paint sticks to a thick paint every time. That's a good way to remember it. Maybe that one. Maybe that goes just down like that. All I was doing was tapping it. Getting some more paint. Maybe there's some. Maybe there's some right there. Could also use the other side for smaller areas. Like I'm going to get this over here because of the angle. Just like that. Same thing on this other side here. Or just the top of it is hitting. Kind of all the way back. You can always add it as you go along, as you see fit. Maybe this goes all the way back. Goes all the way back. Now we'll take some of that paint and add some blue to it to get a highlight color, shadow. A shadowy look. Going to be a little lighter. Just keep trying to get the right mixture. That's why I keep scraping it. Shadow of it really makes a difference when you get the shadows in. Kind of sets it off. Gives it that three-dimensional look. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get the blender brush and blend the bottom down here. Pay attention to the lay of the mountains, the angles. Diffuse it all the way down. Just like that. Kind of took that all the way. Now, I think we'll put some distant evergreen trees in. Gonna take some mountain color and a little bit of white. Just gonna tap down because we're gonna have some trees back here. It goes all the way up. Who knows? We're just trying to create an illusion back here of trees. at the bottom of the mountain. I'll take the blender brush, tap that, get that misty. When you do that, it creates layers. See how that pushes that back? We got this happening over here. Kind of maybe the wolf by itself. Now, what I'm going to do, come into some of that dark color, maybe put some land in here. As I said, we're going to have some snow. So, if we have some darker, the snow will go on easier. Just like that. Grab some whites. We already got that blue on there. Tap it, and it'll roll the paint on the edge. You can come in and make some snow. Snow in the distance. Notice I'm not tapping the whole area, leaving some gaps in between. That gives you that mountainy look. Right down to the edge. Not sure what I'm going to do down here yet. I might make a reflection from the mountain. And I could probably do that right now. Maybe some trees, make some reflections. But what I want to do is get the moon down in there. A reflection of the moon. So, let's say we put some water in there. Darker color. Color We'll go dark right up to the wolf. Darker by here. The palette knife, get some darker colors. Go along that edge. Little roll of paint. Little roll of paint. Really brings that out right there. Really brings that line out. Now we'll take the blender brush and we'll come in here and pull down some trees. In the distance. Won't see it's nothing here too much. I'm just going to diffuse that some. Slightly go across. Get that water look. That reflection of the moon in there. All the way. Now I'm going to put some evergreen trees in here. I'm going to use a darker color, I think. Need some liquid clear. That helps thin the paint, like I said earlier. Thin paint sticks to a thick paint every time. Get some green, dark green for the evergreen trees. Who knows? I'm going to clean that off. What I'm going to do is mix up some more purple color. I think the mountains would be good. For the trees, evergreen trees. And the purple. More of a blue hue to it. Just like that. Clean off the fan brush. I just wipe my fan brush off my paint brushes with paper towels. Liquid clear, thin it out since we're putting it over the paint. But it should be alright. Maybe we'll have a tree right here. All the way down. All I'm going to do is tap. Leave some openings because no tree is perfect. As you go down, you tap harder. Get some more color. Because you want it to be darker the further you go down. Just like that. Maybe we'll put another one right here. Right above the wolf. The howling wolf. I think I'm going to put some mist coming from his mouth. So what I'm going to have to do is take this with the white on it, 2-inch brush, round off the edge, come in here and where he's howling, and then what we'll do is we'll come in with some blue color. Now to give it that shadow. Shadowy of it howling in the mist. A little bit of white on the end of the blender brush, just like that. Just tapping it. Now what I want to do is put some stars in. Take the back end of your paintbrush. And tap in some stars. kind of all over. See a lot of them out. You'll see a lot of them out on a night like that. I'm going to bring this in. I want to get this right into the wolf. Have them blend it right in. Just like that. This up. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we can do is maybe we'll make a stone. Maybe we'll block this off here. Do it in the blues. I'll come back and highlight it. Because wolves are around areas where they're rocky. We'll highlight it in. It's coming out from around. It's coming out from around the rock. The stone. Since there is snow-capped mountains here, there could be some rocky areas just like this. And that's already shaded in some, so I'm going to take some white, a little bit, highlight it. Highlight it from where the moon is hitting it. pull this way. Kind of get your shadows in there already. To the blue color, we can go into the blue color like we did. And get some shadowy color going. Little highlights. All the way down. Pretty good. I'm going to highlight some trees there before I call it a painting. Get some snow on those trees. That's just liquid white on the fan brush. Just like that. Maybe just here and there. Maybe just where some snow might have fell on there. Sometimes the snow accumulates more on the bottom. It's thicker down here. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and sign this. Completed painting. I think I'm going to sign it right here. Maybe use a darker black. Something that stands out just a little bit, but not too much. I always like signing mine with my last name. Some people put their initials. You can do it however you like, but I also like putting the year in, and you can see your progression and tell people when you last did it. So this is I did this a little bit different today. I tried a wolf for the first time. Got the nighttime big rock in front of the wolf. I pushed the wolf back, so you got dimensions in this painting. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you paint along with me. Hope to see you again. Bye.